Hello friends, in this video we will be discussing about the roadmap to become an AI engineer. Okay, so how you could be a AI engineer, we will be discussing all of them in this video, right? So we have parted this video into very five steps basically, and we will be discussing those steps one by one. So let us start from the beginning. So what is the step one? So what should be the step one to become an AI engineer? It should be maths. Maths is the foundation of this learning, because using maths you can get the values, you can get the predictions, you can get the regression, you can get classification. So all these things are based on maths and mathematical formulas only, right? So this is the first step, this is the beginning. And the second step, so that step is Python. So you must master a language, and we all know that in this trending days Python is the best language and easy to use language with large number of libraries we have, and we can master it. Okay, you can have Python in your bag to master this AI. Step 3 is data analysis. For prediction steps it is used. Suppose if you are having a data and if you are good at analyzing it and predicting it, so that is where your half of the problem is solved, and that is where you will be called an data analyst. And by analyzing that sort of data, you could be a AI engineer, right? So that is the third step. And which is the fourth step? So fourth step is basically frameworks. To make the coding life easier, you can use frameworks. So frameworks in Python or in any languages could be used. Okay, so that could make the coding life easier. I'm saying this because using those frameworks you can take the help of its functions, its specialities, and you can shorten your code, and you can take a lot of help from those dynamic frameworks. And what are those frameworks? We will be talking about those frameworks in this video only. Step 5 is learn generative AI. And when you are packed up with these 4 steps, your 5 steps should be learning your generative AI. And there is a hidden step 6 also, which is practicing. So practicing is the step 6 which you should prefer, and have a lot of practice about it. Okay, so let us move and begin with the first step. So first step is basically maths. So in this maths you should know about calculus. Okay, next is differentiation and integration. That topic is very important for you. Next is linear algebra, your matrices, your knowledge of matrices and all these vectors, 3D, all these things will be counted. And last is probability. Probability is the core of any data analysis or any AI engineer. So if you want to be an AI engineer, you should be good at probability, because if you are good at making probabilities, if you are predicting something, so the formulas of probability could help you much, right? Next is the other step, which is Python. So in Python you should know the basics of Python concepts in Python, like class and objects, oops, function, for loop, okay, while loop, so looping functions, iteration, all these things you should know. If else conditions you should know. You should know all these Python arrays concept, and these all concepts would help you to be good in Python. Okay, and after that the third is solving problems in real world. You should take an approach in Python to solve the problems in real world, to apply your Python knowledge to solve problems for the real world. That could enhance your coding skill, that you could enhance your logical thinking skill, right? Next step should be data analysis. Let's go further. So if working with Python, then first is pandas. What is pandas? If you are having your data into rows and columns in tabular form, then that panda could easily work out with that You can work out in rows and columns with that. You can analyze your data better. Okay, next is a NumPy. NumPy basically, if your data is, as the symbol suggests, NumPy works on the array based data. If your data is a 3D data, like multi-dimensional data, so your NumPy could help you with that 1D, 2D, 3D arrays, and that could be sorted, that could be solved. And NumPy, if you remember, if you have used it, then you must know that it is used like import NumPy as np, and that np dot array, np dot factorial, not factorial actually, percentile, and all those things we use using NumPy, right? Third is Matplotlib. Suppose you have a data, you are working with it, but now you have predicted something, but in the real case you want to see the graphical analysis. Okay, so Matplotlib helps you with that. You can analyze your data graphically using a pie chart, a histogram, a bar graph. All these stuffs are provided to you by this amazing library, amazing framework, which is Matplotlib. Third is your frameworks. So there are 3 frameworks. Let us begin with those. See, there are much frameworks to work on, but these 3 are basics, and you should know these 3 are I am suggesting these 3 because these 3 are better to learn, better to implement, and will help you more in your AI journey. So if working with Python, then PyTorch and scikit-learn are 2 simpler libraries that I am suggesting, because you can learn with them. These are beginner friendly libraries, these are beginner friendly frameworks, you can say, that can help you. Scikit-learn or PyTorch, okay, that could help you to do regression, and there are basically 3 or 4 types of regression models that I am suggesting right now. There are many more, but 3 or 4, like polynomial regression you can do, you can use XGB regression. So there are more and more type of regression, ridge lasso, all those regression techniques are there, and you can use that in data analysis. I just forgot to tell you that you could also use those in data analysis part, right, that regression. But yeah, using PyTorch and scikit-learn, you can implement all those things. Last is TensorFlow. So TensorFlow is a bit higher level library. It is very easy to use, but it hides a lot of steps that a beginner couldn't understand. Okay, so basically it is easy for you. If you are a beginner also, then it is easy for you, but for learning purposes it should not be like considered, because PyTorch and scikit-learn are basics and they work with the basics. But yeah, TensorFlow is a powerful framework, and it could help you to work. Next is with the introduction of ChatGPT. You must have heard this symbol, you must have seen this symbol, and this one too. Okay, this is basically Bard. Yeah, so with the introduction of these 2 AI models, so what are these? So these are basically the part of generative AIs, right? So generative AIs like ChatGPT, Google Bard, and others. So with the introduction of these, our world has been changed like drastically, you can say. Okay, it has been revolutionized, and that revolution has given birth to a new field, that is AI, right? And after packing here these 4 steps, first was maths, second was data analysis, third was Python. Okay, Python was second, third was data analysis, and fourth was this frameworks. So after being packed with all these 4 steps, this is your 5th step, which is generative AI, right? So what you can do, you can just check out deep learning tutorials on ChatGPT and start learning them. After you begin with them, your LLM lab learning would be better, and you would be good in these generative AIs. You should do more and more projects on this. You should study this. You should learn the art of prompt engineering. That could enhance your AI skills, and using those all skills, you could be a better AI engineer. Okay, and the step 6 that we must talk about is Practice. You should practice more. You should take the data sets from online available sites like Kaggle or something, and you can have those data sets and you can make predictions, you can do regression, you can do more and more stuffs like that to learn more this skill and be an AI engineer. Okay, so to be a good AI engineer, you can work with them. So this is what I wanted to tell you. This is the roadmap, and that's it for today. Let's meet in our next video. I hope this roadmap was clear to you. And okay, so let's meet in our next video. Till then, thank you.